Hey, okay, little baby. Hi.
Yes, Mataji, she is 20 months.
Okay, she's gonna join us. Hare Krishna.
Say Hare Krishna. Then say Hare Krishna. Let me turn off the light.
Hare Krishna. Very happy to have you.
Hare- Hare Krishna.
Very cute, baby. Okay. We will send the message in the group and our friends will be joining us.
Mm.
She's very cute, baby. But
Sit closer to me.
okay. We'll start with the prayers soon. Okay. Message went to the group. Let me open the PPT for today. May I know some other new kid also joined? Is that Advai's mom? Swati Sharma? Advai, I think. Mataji forgot to change the name. Is that Advai's mom? Okay, anyway. I want everybody to be on video if possible and say the prayers, okay? Not just me alone saying the prayers. Devashbala, please unmute. Ryan, unmute. Livon, unmute. Welcome. Everybody, welcome to Bhakti Sangha Kids Academy. Okay, let's start with the prayers. Everybody together. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatadeshatarine
Jai
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna kids. Thank you everyone for participating so nicely. So today we are learning about very important topic that we often has in us like false pride. How this pride take us down to the hell. We will see from a story from fourth canto. Yes, we all know this fourth canto. Fourth canto, we see what story is Shiva and Daksha story. Okay. Shiva and Daksha story we all know, but every day Matajis are going to say you little story, but we'll learn many moral stories out of it. So once upon a time, there was a fire sacrifice going on. So Daksha was a chief guest for that fire sacrifice. He was a chief person. And there were many other demigods who also assembled there. Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, many devotees, and also Daksha also is coming. So when sacrifice was going on, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva was there. Daksha was not yet there. When Daksha came, all the demigods got up to give a respect. But Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva did not get up. Why? Because Lord Brahma is a father of Daksha. So father will not give respect to son, right? Son only will give respect. Is it right or not? You give respect to your mom, or your mom bow downs to you. What is happens? What does happens? You bow down to your mom, or your mom bow downs to you?
You bow down to your
bow
mom.
down to your mom.
Yes. In the same way, Daksha is the son of Lord Brahma. So that's why Brahma did not get up. Then why did Lord Shiva did not get up? Because Lord Shiva got married to Daksha's son Sati. So he is a son-in-law. So in the custom, in the tradition, it happens so that son-in-law does not respect, does not need to give a respect to father-in-law, but father-in-law in return gives the respect to son-in-law. So that's why he did not get up. But it's see, as a Vaishnava, how our attitude should be there. It doesn't matter if somebody is not respecting us. We should be giving respect to others, but we should not expect any respect from others. So, but the Daksha was angry. And what did he do is, he was criticizing Lord Shiva. He said that, oh, you Shiva, shameless person, you are so proud. You got my daughter. You should respect me, actually. You are my subordinate to me. You should respect me, and you did not respect me. You are such a shameless person. You live so unclean. You don't have home. You are like a ghost. You are ignorant person. This is what Daksha is speaking to Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva did not respond to anything to it. What did we learn here? Vaishnava culture is that we should not expect any respect for us, and we should not be proud, we should not be envious, and we should not demand respect also. You cannot say that, oh, I am a senior Vaishnava, you should respect me. And you want others to respect, but you don't respect others. That's not the right way, right? So Vaishnavas, what we to say? Vancha kalpatarobhyasya kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo nama. We bow down to everyone, right? We say that we are your servant. I am your servant. How can I serve? This should be my attitude. My attitude should not be that I am great. You serve me. No, this is wrong. This is not a Vaishnava etiquette. Here, Daksha is doing that which Vaishnava should not do. He wants respect and he's demanding for it. Why don't you give me respect? You Shiva, Lord Shiva, why you don't give me respect? And he's proud, envious about Lord Shiva, because Lord Shiva is Param Vaishnava and he is superior to him. He knows that. That's why he is envious and proud. So we'll see some of these stories of Vaishnava etiquette, who missed the Vaishnava etiquette and who end up in a trouble. How many of you know this story that we see here on the picture? The first picture. Anybody who knows that story? Nobody knows? Why nobody's talking?
Balaram destroys pride.
No. Nobody knows the story, the first story? Devarsh Bala, Isha,
I don't know.
Prahalad
I don't know
Raghav,
his name.
Ryan. Nobody knows? Who is this iMac? You all can unmute. Can you all unmute? Ryan, can you unmute?
I know the other one. I know
Okay,
the monkey
okay,
one.
you know the other one. Okay, let me tell the first one. The first story is, it's Roma Harshana Sutta and Lord Balram. So once what happens is, Lord Brahma goes, Lord Balram goes for the yatras. He goes for South India tour. He goes for the tour. So when he goes like that, he meets a sages there. At that time, what happened is, as soon as, as Lord Balram appears in the assembly of the sages, and all the sages get up and respect who? Lord Balram. But there was one sage whose name is Romaharshana. He was sitting in the assembly on the Vasasan, but he was not get-upping. He was having a pride that he is a great devotee and he is giving the lecture, and he don't wanted to stand and give a respect to Lord Balram. So then what did Lord Balram do? What do we learn in Vaishnava culture? We need to respect our guru, right? Here Lord Balram is a guru. Everybody knows that he is a supreme Lord. When the supreme Lord comes in front of us, we bow down to him. And Lord Balram is a representation of spiritual master. He is Adi Guru. So because of the false pride in him, this Roma Arshana Sutta, he was not giving respect to Lord Balram. So Lord Balram, what did he do? He took out the grass and he killed with it. A blade of grass, with a blade of grass, he killed it. So in our Vaishnava culture, we say that is why we need to accept a guru. We need to follow the instructions. Guru is a person who makes us to become a perfect Vaishnava, who helps us to practice all of these Vaishnava attitudes, like respecting others, not being proud, not being anger on others. All of these characters develops us when we worship Lord Krishna under the guidance of Guru. When whatever Guru says, Guru is saying us get up in the morning, chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, read Srimad Bhagavatam books. When we follow these instructions that Srila Prabhupada gave us, or one's own Guru gave us, so then we becomes a perfect Vaishnava. So we should respect other Vaishnavas. We should respect Guru. If you don't respect, what will happen? Like Balram killing Romaharshana Sutta, like that, Krishna will destroy us. Krishna will make sure that we get our punishment for that. And the other story, Ryan, you want to tell this story, or you just tell in a small way, okay? Don't have to tell in detail.
So like that picture, Mataji, it's like Balaram fighting a demon monkey.
It's a gorilla demon. Who knows the
Yeah.
name of this demon?
But Mataji, the
Hmm.
Mataji. If it's a gorilla, it wouldn't have a tail. So like monkeys have tail, but a gorilla isn't because it's an ape. So that's a monkey.
Okay, that's okay. It's a maybe the gorilla. Okay, it's So what happens is this gorilla actually you know what she it's actually what it was doing is it was doing a bad thing. It was showing its private parts to the gopis and trying to disturb, make these funny sounds and stuff like that. Is that our Vaishnava etiquette, to behave bad and to torture someone, or to treat like that? See, this is this is not the Vaishnava etiquette. Being silly to someone, all that nonsense sounds this Vivi the gorilla was making. So then what happened is Balram saw that he was troubling gopis. Then what did he do? He fought with this Divi the gorilla, and there was a big fight. There was a big fight. Like maybe the gorilla was throwing lot of stones and everything. So why is this happens when one person? Why a person behaves bad? Because they gets the association with the bad people. So like that. So this with the gorilla has having association with demons like Narkasura, all of these demons. He was having friends. Because you have a friends of a demonic people, what will happen? I also become like a demon person. When I behave like a good person, means I have a good friends. Because of I have a good friends, I am behaving like that. If I have a bad friends, but
So there's a story connected to this.
what is that?
There's a story connected to this from Mahabharata.
Yes, it's connected. Yes.
So Karuna was born from a good mother, and then as soon as after he was born, I know he put the she was so scared that she can't have a kid when she's so young, so she put him in a basket and
Okay. Karna and Arjuna.
then
Karna and Arjuna story you are telling?
and then what happened is he got association of bad devotees, and then he went that side, like bad people.
Correct. Very good, Devarshbala. Thank you so much for sharing about this Karna story. Karna was actually a Pandavas. He was supposed to be in Pandavas side. Because he got association of a bad people, he went into Kauravas team. Thank you, Devarshbala. Thank you so much for sharing that. Good job. So that is what. So because of the association, you become like that. Whatever you associate with, like that we become. So now coming back to now Daksha and Lord Shiva's story. So due to the deep rooted of envy, Daksha cursed Shiva. May the Shiva not have a share in the sacrificial oblations. Daksha then angrily left the assembly in spite of other assembly leaders. So what happens is, like, he was very angry and he cursed he cursed Lord Shiva and he left. He's supposed to not leave like that. Lord Brahma is there, other demigods are there, sacrificial ceremony is going on. One should not live like that. It's really very great offense. And he also, on top of it, he cursed Lord Shiva. That's really bad. So what happens is, anger makes oneself to forget, and we become foolish, we become disrespect. So one who controls the anger saves oneself from undue anxieties. So we should control our anger, otherwise we'll get into very great danger. So there are some stories which people who got anger and they ended up into a big trouble. What is that story? We know this. Who tells the first picture? Who tells me what story is that? Nobody knows this
I can't say it.
other than Devarsh Bala. Devarsh Bala gave a
Parikshit
very good
Maharaj.
answer. Huh?
Parikshit Maharaj.
Very good, Prahalad. What happened there in the scene? Can you tell me quickly in small lines? Okay, not big story.
Parikshit Maharaj was very thirsty and he saw I forgot the Muni's name, but he went inside the Muni's
Shemik Rishi.
Shamikrishi Muni's house, and then he saw that Shamikrishi Muni was meditating, and he asked him to give him water, but he did not reply. So Parikshit Maharaj took a stick and placed a dead snake on his neck, and Shamikrishi Muni's son was very angry and gave a curse to Parikshit Maharaj that he'll die in 7 days.
Yeah. Why all this happened? Because Parikshit Maharaj was anger that he did not get water when he asked Shemik Rishi. If he was not angry, if he was let it go, because he would have seen that, right? The sage is meditating. If he would have thought that, okay, the sage is meditating, that's why he's not giving me water. If he could wait for few seconds and think, then this situation would not happen where he got cursed by his son, Shemik Rishi's son, Shringi, right? Shringi is a Shemik Rishi's son, and he would not get cursed like that. So because of his anger, all this happened. That's why he had to die in 7 days. So this is why we should not get anger. Of course, he's a great devotee. He accepts his mistake, and then he listens 7 days Bhagavatam and he goes back to God in the last. But I'm just wanted to show you this example because Parikshit Maharaj was anger. That's why he did that act which he's not supposed to do. That he should not put a dead snake on somebody's neck. That to a sage snake. Parikshit Maharaj is a king. He knows the things that what he is supposed to do and what is not to do. He knows the etiquette of to be king, but he still did a mistake because he was in anger. Because of that anger mood made him forget what he's doing, and he did that mistake. Right? So anger is going to put us in a dangerous situation. So we should not take any decisions when you are in anger. You Cool down, sit in a calm place, don't talk to anybody, don't speak, and you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and then come back and see what will happen. You will change your decision. You will not be angered. And the other story, who wants to say this other than Devarsh Bala, Prahlad and Raghav, Isha?
Can I say?
Okay, Balavrinda, tell me what is this story? In a short line, like how Prahlad explained. Okay, what is this story?
It's a story. It's a story whenever what happened whenever Govardhan Leela was there.
Why? Who got angry there?
Who got Krishna?
Indra gets angry,
Yeah,
right?
Indra gets angry because all the food is going to the Govardhan, and Krishna's technically Govardhan, so he got mad and he made a lot of rainfall.
See what happened here? Actually, Indra got an angry. Why he got an angry? Because he was not got worship. He did not get worship, but instead of him, somebody else is getting worship. That is Lord Krishna got worship, or Govardhana is getting worship. How come Brajavasis don't give me respect? Don't offer me everything? Why is there offering everyone to Lord Krishna or Lord Govardhan? Then he got angry and he decided very badly. He sends a Samartaka cloud and he destroys everybody. And then because of that, he got into big trouble. Lord Krishna was angry at him, and he did not, he did not. What did Lord Krishna do? Lord Krishna made him get more anger so that he will understand why he is going wrong. He should know that he is not a supreme. What did he do? Lord Krishna lifted the Govardhan and made everybody protect. Even though you are destroying everything, you cannot destroy my devotees. Like that he showed. And then he understood that he is a very minute person. He cannot destroy anybody. Krishna is the one who can destroy everything. Then he understood and he told Samartaka cloud to stop it, and he came and he asked for the forgiveness. So because he was angry, he decided to do wrong thing over there. And also he was proud that he is great. And everybody needs to respect him, like how Daksha was feeling that he needs respect from everyone. So the other one, what is the other story? Everybody knows this story.
Vishnu.
Bhrigu Muni's story. We all know that Bhrigu Muni one day wanted to test who is the supreme. So he goes to Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu. Then when he goes to Lord Brahma gets angry because Bhrigu is a son of Lord Brahma, right? Why he is not respecting, like that he gets angry and he comes from there. And he thinks that, oh, he's getting angry means he is not a supreme. And then he goes to whom? He goes to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva, when Lord Shiva, he speaks, Bhrigu speaks very badly to Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva also gets very much angry. And he thinks that Lord Shiva is not also supreme. Now comes to Lord Vishnu. What did he do? He goes and he kicks on Lord Vishnu's chest. But Lord Vishnu getting angry, instead of getting angry, he becomes very sweet to Bhrigu. Bhrigu says, oh, did your leg hurt? Because Brahmanas are very soft. Did he hurt you? Like that. So that is the greatness of Lord Vishnu. Being a devotee of Lord Vishnu, we should follow the same thing. We should not expect any respect. We should always be humble, like how Lord Vishnu was humble to Bhrigu Muni, right? So, Devarsh Bala, you want to say something?
Yeah.
Yes, tell me.
Mataji, Indra was proud. And proud like he
What is it? Can you speak loud?
Bala passed it.
in Braja they used to do Indra sacrifice that time. But then Krishna told to do Govardhan.
That's why
Govardhan
Indra got
Parikrama.
angry. Yes. We
Yeah.
finished that story. Thank you, Devarsh Bala. We finished that. Okay, now we'll talk about pride. How the pride makes us destroy. So this is the story of So this is the story of King Vena. King Vena is a story from Bhagavatam, okay? You will find in Bhagavatam in 4th canto. I guess in 4th canto only it will come. I don't know if it is 4th canto or some other canto. Maybe it's 4th canto. Okay. So what happens is, he is the son of King Anga. Anga and Sunita. Sunita is a mother. Okay. What happens is, King Anga does not have any son, any kids, so they praise a lot for the Lord. Finally, demigod says that, you have to worship, you have to pray to Lord Vishnu, then Lord Vishnu can give you a son. So, but then he gets a son, that is King Vena. Is very bad because he gets associated with the bad people from the childhood itself. He becomes very bad. Seeing his bad son, King Anga gets very disappointed, and he leaves the house and he goes. Because there is no king in the city, in the city, what their sages decides is make King Anga, King Vena to be a king instead of Anga, because Anga Maharaj left. So now King Vena became a king for that city. Then, because he became a king, he became very rude and he was trying to trouble everyone. So now the sages made him to become king, right? And now the sages said they got irritated with him. And the sages, what did they do? They have sing some hymns, some mantras, and they destroyed the king. So what will happen? That when you get the pride that you are great and I can destroy anybody, I can do anything to anyone, so then it will destroy you. Because King Vena was proud about his being a king and he can do anything, and is torturing all the citizens instead of protecting. What is a king's duty? King's duty is to protect everyone, but he's not protecting here. He's trying to destroy everyone. So then what the sages do? In those days, what happens is, anything that is done wrong, sages used to correct. Like here now we have police, right? Police who decides, courts who decides. So in those days, it is like sages who decides that if something goes wrong. So the sages made him to become king because there is a situation, no king. But the same sages, when they saw that he's so pride and he's destroying everything, they just said some mantras and killed him. So pride make you fall from the king position to die easily. The same way, this become a mouse story also.
Mataji,
What happened?
in Bhagavatam Tales, I have a book called Bhagavatam Tales, and in that Bhagavatam Tales, the story about King Vena is there. So very
Yes.
bad people.
Yes, King Vena. King Vena is a very cruel person. And also what happens after King Vena died, because the sages are very pure, what they do is they recite mantras from the dead body of King Vena, King Vena. Actually, Prithu Maharaj and Archie comes. So the sages have a power to kill someone, to give birth, life to someone, to give a life to someone and to kill someone. The sages have the power. That power they are getting by worshipping the Supreme Lord. So when we have a pride, like Krishna or our spiritual masters control us to make us to go this pride. They will give us some punishments so that we understand that we should not do this mistake. The same way the mouse become mouse again. So when there was a mouse who was scared about the dog and goes to sage and asks to be a sage to become a mouse. Sage, I wanted to become a dog. Then the sage says, okay, you can become a dog. Let it be. Then the mouse will become dog, and the dog goes and asks, oh no dog, I am scared of this lion. I wanted to become a lion now. So now when it becomes a lion, it wants to eat the sage only. So that's a proud that, okay, now I am a great person, I can eat anyone. So then what did he do? The sage Punar Mushika Bhava means become mouse again. Automatically, because of he become pride that he can do anything, then he become again mouse. So that's what our situation. When we become proud, when we become pride about ourselves, then we become again zero from wherever we are. So the same situation with the Nalakuvera and Manigriva. right? This story is a famous story. We all know this story. This story tells us how we should not be disrespectful for our guru. Narada Muni comes and they did not respect because they have lot of money. They are drinking alcohol and they are wasting their money and everything. And because they have lot of money, they have pride. So what did Narada Muni tells them? Become a tree. Then they becomes a good devotees, and then they get benedictions. They get love of Krishna from Lord Krishna himself. So we should not be proud.
You could tell how did they get free?
Yes. Okay. So before we move on to today's activity is drawing, but today we have a special day. Today is the day where Srila Prabhupada accepted the sannyasi on 18th September. What's the date today? Is the 18th September, right? Yes.
Yes,
So
Mother.
what happened? Let's read this, okay? One night, Abhay had an unusual dream that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta was asking Abhay to leave home and take sannyasi. Abhay woke up in an intentional emotion state, and the request seemed so difficult and unlikely. Take sannyasi, at least it was not something he could do immediately. Now he had to improve the business, and with the profit, he would print the books. He want to do the duties, but remain in a shake by the dreams. So he was shaken by the dream. He don't wanted to get sannyasi immediately. Srila Prabhupada said, I was sitting alone in Vrindavan writing my god brother instead to me, Bhaktivedanta Prabhu, you must do it. Without accepting the renounced order of life, nobody can become a preacher. So he insisted, particularly my spiritual master insisted. He wanted me to become a preacher. So he forced me through this god brother on the morning of September 17th, 1959. Srila Prabhupada accepted the order of sannyasa from Srimad Bhakti Parajana Keshava Maharaj. And Keshavaji Mutt in Mathura in front of a group of devotees before the deities of Radha Krishna and Lord Chaitanya. So that is how. So this day is a very special day for all of us because Lord Krishna and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directed Srila Prabhupada to take sannyasi order, and then he can preach more and lot of devotees can come to ISKCON. So that's how Prabhupada has taken sannyasi, and he traveled to America and he gave all of us Krishna consciousness. So Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So there is one more important day today. Today is Sri Vishwarupa Mahostsava. So who is this Vishwarupa? Anybody knows? Vishwarupa is the elder brother of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When the arrangement was being made for the marriage of Vishwarupa, he took sannyasa and left home. So he took sannyasa name of Shankaracharya. Yeah, Sri Vishwarupa has 3 expansions. The first is Purusha incarnation, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, and second is Purusha incarnation, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and third is the Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, the lying incarnation. So, okay, the Vishwarupa is a brother of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He also took the sannyasi on the same day of September 18th. So, this is the another importance of the day today. And today's activity, do we have enough time? Yeah, we have lots and lots of time. In between, we can also talk and share more stories if you all know any stories. Okay, can we all draw any of this picture? Okay, any of this picture. Either you can draw this picture or you can draw this picture. What are we talking today? We are talking about our lust, greed, anger, right? And also we talked about fall down. So when we are practicing doing bhakti without following the regulative principles, then what will happen? We will fall down. So you don't know how to tie your shoe. What will happen? When you tie both shoes together, can you walk together?
No, you will fall down.
Yeah. So that's the
you can
basic
walk.
principle is that you know how to tie your shoe. Then you don't have to fall down. So same way our basic principle is, what is our basic principle? No gambling.
No
Also,
intoxication.
no intoxication.
No meat eating.
No meat eating. Right. So
No,
all of these
no
four
illicit
regulatory
sex.
principles.
No illicit sex.
No illicit sex.
Yes, yes. So once when we follow these four regulatory principles, then though there is no fall down, because Srila Prabhupada made us protected very nicely. All these four regulatory principles covers all good qualities in us, and then we never fall down. And what happens? How we can control our anger? By attentive chanting. See, when you the snake is very powerful, right? It's a poisonous. The snake can be controlled by the snake charmer. This chanting is like a snake charmer who can control this lust, greed, anger, who is like a poisonous and a dangerous person like a snake. Do you got it? So Krishna Bhakti and chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra is like a snake charmer who can control this very dangerous lust, greed, anger, which is like a snake. Okay, please draw this picture. I request everybody to draw it and post it in the group. And by your,
Both, Mataji.
what is that?
You need to draw both.
You can draw either one.
Mataji, are we doing?
Can you draw?
Are we doing look at
No.
Mama?
Can you draw both of the pictures for me? Both of the pictures, Vrinda, for you. Okay, everybody else can draw one picture, whatever they like. Okay. Today I forgot to take attendance. Okay.
Why do I have to
Sorry,
do
Mataji, last time I joined late. Did you count attendance?
Yes, I count you present.
Like I came late. Sorry, Mataji. I was
That's
out.
okay. I understand. Because you come every day, that's why I gave you present. You came late also.
Thank you, Mataji.
How do I draw this? How do I draw it?
Come here and draw.
I can't.
Okay, draw. First draw this one. Simple drawing. It's not at all hard. Okay, it's very, very easy drawing. And also today is another day. I forgot to add that thing in there. Today is Bhadra Purnima. One should glorify Srimad Bhagavatam. Quickly, I will add that picture. Okay. Give me that phone, Vrinda, please. Give me the phone. Okkasari phone ivu. Okay, let me share this picture in the group so everybody has this, okay?
Mataji, I'll just open my WhatsApp.
I sent in the group also. You all can see there. And I will quickly add one more picture here. By the time you know what to draw, right? I will just add the Bhadra Purnima picture because it's very important for us. We did not talk about it. I will also talk about glories of Srimad Bhagavatam while you guys are drawing this, okay?
I'll just quickly open the WhatsApp group. I'm leaving, Mataji. Last not leaving.
Why this is not for me.
Mataji, where did the picture go?
Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Give me 1 minute, okay?
Okay.
I forgot to add one important picture.
I'll just go to WhatsApp and open the message.
I will just quickly add that and then I'll put this, okay? Okay. So this is the another I know everybody saw the picture one time and you can just draw it. That's not a problem, okay? I will also talk about Bhadra Purnima. But I just want to show the picture, okay? This picture only for a few seconds. Okay, this is Bhadra Purnima. Today, one should worship Srimad Bhagavatam, putting it on the golden throne. And also you gift Bhagavatam to others, okay? On this special day, okay? We will see the activity also. Now I will tell the glories of Bhagavatam. While you are drawing it, you can hear nicely the glories of Bhagavatam. Okay, let's go into Bhagavatam glories. Okay. So Srimad Bhagavatam is the Amala Purana, which means it is a crushed jewel of every other Puranas. It's a so great. It's like a ripened fruit. Like we all know that uh, mango is a ripened fruit, but it says like when it is eaten by a parrot, it is more sweet. So it's like that. Sukadev Goswami is like a parrot who gave us this Bhagavatam. From him we are learning it. So it's like a ripened fruit. It is very glorious. So Bhagavatam is like explains of all the other scriptures, okay? And also Bhagavatam has a very secret mantra which is called Gayatri mantra. That is, this mantra is inbuilt in the Bhagavatam. It's there. Okay, it's Bhagavatam is a supreme from all the Vedic literatures. The meaning of Vedanta Sutra is present in Srimad Bhagavatam. The full purpose of Mahabharata is also there. Okay. And Brahma Gayatri is also there and fully explained of all Vedas. Srimad Bhagavatam is a supreme Purana. It was compiled by the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the form of the incarnation of Lord Vyasadeva. So Vyasadeva is the incarnation of the Supreme Lord himself. He only had given us this one. So this is a spotless Purana. Bhagavata is so spotless because nothing you can point out from Bhagavatam. So this is wrong. Nothing. Everything is good about Bhagavatam. You can learn everything from Bhagavatam. So gifting Bhagavatam to someone is like making their path to go back to Krishna. So it's so great. So how many of you drawing? Are you all drawing?
Yes, Mataji, I'm just trying to fix something.
Yes, Mataji, I'm drawing the Krishna Bhakta one.
Okay. Please draw everyone and post your activity. Ever refreshing. This Bhagavatam is like ever refreshing, like a newspaper. If you take a newspaper, today's newspaper is for tomorrow, it is waste. It's not going to be nothing for me, right? But Bhagavatam is not like that. Bhagavatam is given from many years ago. But still today, we are reading Bhagavatam. So that's the glorious of Bhagavatam. And Bhagavatam is also glorious because we have got Srila Prabhupada's purpose for that. So we can easily understand the purpose because we are reading it from Parampara, from Guru Parampara. Okay. So one who hears Srimad Bhagavatam, what will happen? So there is always like, when you're born in this material world, we are blessed with so many breaths that we take. That breathing we are doing, right? So we blessed with so many breaths. But when we are reading Bhagavatam, Yamaraja will not count all our breaths, whatever breaths is going on. So whatever today we are discussing is Bhagavatam, right? So when we are discussing about it, whatever breaths we are taking, Yamaraja will not count it. So what will happen? My breaths will increase more. I can live more longer if I read Bhagavatam every day. My lifespan will increase. So Bhagavatam is like a treasure house. Everything it has. Okay, there are many, many glories. How many of you finished drawing?
Mataji, I'm just about to do the snakes.
Okay, please do it. Vrinda, you can also draw.
My water bottle broke. I have to clean it.
That's okay. Keep the cloth there and draw.
Let me just keep But it was really big still, so I have to wipe it and then have to pick it up. I guess I have to take the other water bottle from today. Or can I give you the phone?
Mataji, the snake is hard to make. Like,
Oh, that's okay. Just draw whatever you can draw and send me the picture immediately in the group, okay? Kids who are not joining, they will inspire by seeing you. Okay, Palvit? And I'm so proud whoever is joining us regularly. Like Palvit, Devarsh Bala, Isha, Vikram and Kasi, Ryan, Diti. Diti is a new kid or which she joins always, right? Aditi or
Yeah,
Diti.
Aditi joins.
Horrible Mataji, Aditi joins sometimes. She only gets Tuesday as she's free during this time, but today she had some class she could not go due to rain.
Oh, okay. Okay, whatever days she is available, Mataji, Aditi can join those days.
Thank you so much for allowing her.
Oh, we are happy that she is here, Mataji. Please ask her to draw something related to today's class so that she reminds what will help us when you get anger and how we should not be proud about our things.
Dear Mataji, thank you. Mom, can you draw something?
Draw something what you learned today. We learned that we should not get angered. We also learned that we should not be pride. We also learned that we should follow the Vaishnava etiquettes.
Yes.
We should not be
Yeah, Mom.
disrespectful to others, right? Like how? Yes, who wants to speak?
on test one way.
Good job. Draw and post it in the group. It doesn't take you much time. It can be simple. You don't have to be in detail. Just draw as simple as you can.
Mataji, what if you want to draw detail?
You can draw if you have a time, okay?
Mama, can I draw detail?
Yes, Vrinda, you can draw. Okay. While drawing, anybody want to sing Hare Krishna? They can sing. Yes, sing.
Hare Krishna, Hare Wait, Mama, which sin should I do?
One time you sing, one time Palvit, like that. Devash Bala is also there. He will sing one time. Oh, he left. Okay.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna.
Thank you, Vrinda. Palvit will sing. Palvit, you can sing.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Thank you, Palvit. Your voice was breaking for some reason. Isha, do you want to sing?
No, Mataji, my internet is showing good.
Oh, okay. Isha, do you want to sing?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you for singing so nicely. Ryan, you can sing.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, you can sing.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Vrinda. Thank you. Let's take again turns. Again, now Palvit.
Hare
Different tune, Palvit.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare
Thank you, Palvit. Aditi, you did not get a turn. Do you want to sing Hare Krishna?
Hare Krishna. Say Hare Krishna. Aditi.
Hare Krishna,
Yeah, sing them.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Loud, little loud.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you. Keep going. Keep going. How many times you can sing? I will see.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Jaya Jagannath, 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 Jaya Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jaya Baladev,
Haribol.
Baladev, Jaya Jaya Baladev.
Very beautiful, Aditi. Very beautiful singing. Thank you so much. Did you draw? Please post in the group, whichever group you are in. If you are in summer camp group, please post it there. If you are in kids group, already joined in the Bhakti Sangha kids group, then post it there. Wherever, whichever group you are in. Palvit, post it. Ryan, post it. Isha, did you draw?
Mataji, right now I'm eating. I'll draw after class.
Okay, okay, no problem. Post it whenever you are finished drawing. If you draw or write something about what you learned, you will not forget. At least if you can, I shared the picture in the group. At least if you can write by attentive chanting, lust, greed, anger can be easily controlled and write Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then that is enough. That is what we learned, right? We should not be anger, we should not be pride, we should not be we should not be attracted to the money and everything. That's a lust, that I need more money, and it's greed. Okay, this all bad things. And also we should have a Vaishnava etiquette. How can we follow Vaishnava etiquette? By following 4 regulative principles. That way we get Vaishnava etiquette, right? So this is the end for today. We will close the call for today. And whoever is not finished drawing, you can draw when you have time. But kindly please post it. It will encourage other kids to join the classes and also do some activity. So like how I am teaching, you are also teaching by posting your picture. Okay. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, शीला प्रभुपाद की जय, असंग डिवोटीज की जय जय. Thank you all kids. Bye bye.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Bye.
Hare Krishna. Bye bye. Bye. So cute. Please join us every day. Yes, will you join? Hare Krishna. Hari Bol.